Shavua Tov, everyone. Someone told me today that he has a chumrah when he reads the Megillah. When he's in shul in the morning and he gets to the words Umishloach Manot ish l'reyehu in the 9th chapter of Megillah reading, he gives shalach manos out in shul. He feels that's a great idea and it's a good chumrah, his words, simply because he is actually hearing he has to give shalach manos and immediately fulfills the mitzvah. I asked him right away, when you give out these shalach manos, does everyone receive it in silence, or do they do what we all would do? Would say thank you, would say, wow, lovely. And his answer was, of course they say it. I said to him, and you probably say you're welcome. He said, yeah, I'm a gentleman. I told him what you're doing invalidates the Megillah reading, not just for you, but for everyone that you're giving out shalach manos to. Namely, if the reader of the Megillah talks in the middle of Megillah reading, perhaps it's not so critical because he's going to go right back to reading the Megillah. But if the reader continues to read and you talk, inevitably you're missing words that the reader is reading. You can't at the same time speak and at the same time listen. And therefore, says the Mishnah Berurah very simply, that you cannot speak during Megillah reading, as the Shulchan Aruch says, and if you're a listener, it invalidates your entire Megillah reading. But I told this gentleman not only to stop his chumrah, because it goes against the law and invalidates the Megillah reading for everyone that he gives it out to, including himself, but for another reason. And that is, when you come up with a chumrah that no one ever thought of before, in your opinion, namely something that you've never seen, I would suggest to consult. The Mishnah in Avot says, Eino dan yechidi elahu, only God can judge alone. But we mortals should consult. You have a new idea, it's a novelty, which I encourage. Consult with one or two people. I'm pretty sure that someone would have told you that, hey, if you do that, you invalidate the Megillah reading, not just for yourself, but for all the people that speak together with you. So, when it comes to Purim, like any holiday or any halacha, and you come up with a great chumrah, you have to ask yourself two questions. Number one, have I consulted before practicing? And number two, perhaps my chumrah will bring to a kula. In this case, it's not just a chumrah that brings to a kula, it's a chumrah that brings to invalidating the entire Megillah reading. So to sum up, don't give shalach manos during Megillah reading, and let alone speak during Megillah reading. Listen to this beautiful Megillah, and then afterwards give shalach manos with glee. Have a Shavua Tov.